Hey, it's Carlos Garcia, and it's great when I press record. Whoopsie! So, I just did this part already, but also, I didn't have my mic paired on Monday's video. Chaos around here. So, the mic is on. No one complained about it, so thank you guys. Well, today what we're going into is the second part of my top ryes of 2025. Basically, my top 10 list. We did a blind on Monday where, spoiler alert, the Sazerac 125 proof and the Michters 10 Rye, which this is 25C1114. Those won against the 13th Colony, Cash Strength Rye, the Heaven Hill Grain to Glass Chickapin, the Still Austin Bottle Bond, and the Michters Barrel Strength Rye. So the bottles that we're comparing the two winners against today are the Old Forester 117 Bottle Bond Rye. We have the Corbin Cash 1917 Merced Rye, which is 123 proof, so something that could go against the 125 proof of the Sazerac. And then the bottle that everyone want to talk about in the comments, the Sagamore 10-year Rye. And I knew going into that video, when I knew it wasn't going to be in that video, that people were going to complain about that. Because I know this is such a big fan favorite. It just didn't score high enough to put it in there. But that's also the reason we're doing today's video. To give it a fair shake. Let's see how it does today. You know, the Sazerac 125 proof did very well on Monday's video, Monday's blind. So we'll see if it still has a dominant win. Another dominant win today. So winner of this blind, possibly top two. We'll see how it goes. We'll go against, in Friday's blind, against the Smoke Eye Hill Barrel Proof 5-year, the Jack Daniels 10-year Hill Rye, the Elijah Craig Barrel Proof Bottle Your Own Rye, Old Overholt 12-year Rye. So let's get into, wait, we have a giveaway to do. This is when I realized I didn't record. I went to grab my phone. So let's do a giveaway. And because of Carlos Garcia, thank you again so much. This process took 2 seconds to put all these names up here. So this is for the finished rye video from last Friday. And the winner is Crafty in ICT. Past winner, congratulations. Send me an email, get those samples out to you. All right, let's get right into the blinds. So the nose on A. On A, sweet, slight banana, red fruit, oak, spice, slate marker note. Overall, pretty good nose. Slate marker note, not my favorite. A little different with the slate banana note. Let's go to B on the nose. Okay, B on the nose. Overall, lighter initially coming off of A, where A was more in your face. Green Jaw Rancher, wood spice, darker sweetness like a brown sugar molasses note, and some red fruit. Decent nose. Let's go to C. All right, C on the nose. Grainy rye, very rye forward, especially versus the first two. Sweet, light, baking spices, pear, green apples. Very green. A lot of green stuff with C. Let's go to D on the nose. All right, D, pretty complex nose, kind of all over the place actually, because it starts off one way, kind of ends a different way. Very sweet right away. Marshmallow, vanilla, slight nuttiness turns into more nuttiness, I guess, because I got chestnuts and hazelnuts. And then some tobacco earthiness at the end. Interesting. But overall, very good and very complex. Complex for sure. Let's go to E. So E, not 100% sure if I like it or not. I was very confused with E. So you got some marker notes, dark fruit, dark chocolate, spice. Overall, very dark profile. But there was like a common note there that I wasn't sure if I liked it or not. We'll see how it is on the palate. So let's get into those palates. So going to A on the nose, because I always nose them before I drink them again, just to see. Much, much brighter coming off that very dark profile of E. All right, first sip of the day. Just came home from work. Not a lot of notes, but I think it's going to get more notes because I definitely tasting other things. I just wasn't writing fast enough. But very green Jolly Rancher forward. Oak, green apple, sour apple, like very green apple-y. On the finish, chocolate, oak, green apple. Let's go to the second sip. Okay, some more notes. Runts candy, strawberry Laffy Taffy on the palate. On the finish, vanilla and some spice. The finish isn't too long, but overall pretty good experience. Not very rye forward, I'll tell you that right now. Okay, let's go a third sip. Pretty good. I do enjoy that a lot. The finish lasts a little bit longer this time. No new notes from the notes from before, but overall pretty tasty, nothing off-putting about it. I do like it. Let's go to B. B on first sip, freaking, that was drinking sodas. I got cherry cola and Dr. Pepper. Oak, oilier. Had a better mouthfeel than A. Vanilla, sweet. On the finish, cherry and vanilla cola. Rye spice. There was a lot of like sodas in here, which interesting. Yeah, not very rye forward. A little bit of rye. I don't know if I would drink this not knowing that these are all ryes and think it's a rye. Second sip. I think it was even better the second sip. So nothing new on the palate. On the finish, I got Red Jolly Rancher and sweet. Pretty good. Okay, second sip. Nothing new. Pretty good. Do like it. I think I do like it over A. That's 100% preference there, because they're so different from each other. But the mouthfeel is a lot better, and I do enjoy a lot of those soda notes. You know, I'm not a soda drinker really. It's the one good thing I do. I drink a lot of water, and I don't drink a lot of soda. I do drink a lot of booze, smoke cigars. Life is balance. Let's go to C. All right, C on first sip. Very grain forward. Grainy, rye, sweet, rye forward. On the finish, the finish I actually enjoyed a lot more than the palate. Palate, very grain forward. But on the finish, nice rye spice, a peanut butter note. Kind of quickly faded, but it's first sip, so we'll see how it is. Hopefully the second sip kind of gives me more notes than just the graininess. Second sip did get better. It's still grain forward for sure. I got some chocolate, red fruit notes on the palate. On the finish, green apple, cinnamon. Finish is definitely better this time around than the first time, and I really enjoyed the finish the first time. It's the palate that's kind of bringing this one down because of all the graininess. And I know some people love the graininess. I know Frey Ranch really pushes that, so you can taste the grains from their farms. That's why there's so much whiskey out there, guys. Everyone has different favorites. And I do enjoy Frey Ranch. There's pours like that I do like. It's more of a good conversation piece than top rye whiskey of the year. But we'll see if there's a... Yeah, it's okay. It's not my favorite out of the first three anyways. So let's go to D. D's right in my wheelhouse. There's a couple of notes when I get it, I get very excited about. Kind of like the opposite of when I get certain notes that really just like, damn it, I wish I didn't get that, like black permanent marker notes and stuff like that. On the palate, oak, sweet, purple Jolly Rancher, which is not even the note I'm talking about, but that is one of the notes I love getting. It is proofier, hazelnut. On the finish, hazelnut, sweet, Nutella. Now, they put Nutella question mark. That sweet hazelnut note kind of leans that way. And Nutella is definitely one of those notes that I get excited about. Red apple, purple Jolly Rancher, delicious. Second sip, pretty good. So I got woody, wood spice, nutty on the palate, vanilla on the finish. Those are my new notes to go along with the other notes I already said before. And that's good. And the finish lasts a long time. Third sip, delicious. So very good. I really enjoyed that. I will say that the proofiness and the spiciness might bother some people, because it definitely like attacks, for me, my mouth of the spice and proof. I do really enjoy that. I see for people that don't really like proofy stuff or spicy stuff, that might be a little bit too high. For me, it's right there. It's like, I don't really eat spicy food, but if I go to an Italian restaurant and I'll get like the seafood Fra Diablo, and some places make it a little bit too spicy, some places isn't enough spice. So I always teeter-totter on that line if it's gonna be too spicy for me or not. But usually it's good. But I remember one time going to get Fra Diablo one place, and it was really spicy. I'm like, oh, I did poorly today. Anyways, let's go to glass E. Man, that is the most confusing pour I think I've ever had. I couldn't even write crap down. I wrote darker and then no idea what's going on. Coffee question mark, crafty question mark. I put nothing for the finish because it's the same note. E is not a roller coaster of flavors. It's basically this one note-ish thing that I can't explain. Is it bad? Is it good? No idea. Do I like it? I don't know. Oh man, I don't know. Hopefully the second sip does something for me, but like, it's a very strong, distinct note. I just can't explain it. I don't know what that is in relation to something I've had in my life. Try it again. More of the same on the second sip. I did write dark fruit proof. So 1 note. It's dark. You know, I was trying to go through the Rolodex. I'm like reading my little board here for notes, anything to help me. I was trying to like, is it like a cola note? Maybe a flat cola? No, it's not quite there. I almost didn't want to write dark fruit, but it's in that wheelhouse of darker profile. I just can't narrow it down to exactly what it is. On the finished dark fruit milk chocolate, I can kind of see like a cherry cola. I mean, I'm gonna write it down because it's enough there that I can identify it. This is very unique, very different. Another one of these pours that is great to have a conversation around because I feel like different people can maybe identify this note or whatever. There's a, I don't know. I can't really identify too much on it. It is good. Can I say that at least? I do enjoy it. Again, this is like D. There's proof and spice there. That might be a little bit too much for some people. It is different. It is unique and different. I don't think this is for everybody, but I am not getting any off-putting notes on it. It's not your dirty socks. It's not dank. So enjoyable. It's hard to explain for me. So if anyone's had E, definitely in comments, tell me what you're getting on E, and I'll come back to it and try to see if I get what you guys are saying. Maybe the power suggestion can help me out here because I am very stuck on that right now. All right, so let me pause here, drink some water, and I'll come back and A/B these. All right, in case I leave this in, not sure. Let's go to last place was C. So let's start there. I mean, it's good. It's just too grainy for me. I was gonna write chocolate. I already wrote chocolate. Good, nice chocolate note on the finish. All right, it's gonna stay probably in the same score. So let's go to, oh, the crazy one. maybe water will help me out here. Let's see what E does this time. All right, going back to it, you know, I drink the water, I take 2 sips of the pour. I got cola on the palate. I know I was kind of teeter-tottering on writing it before. It was a little bit stronger this time, or at least I was able to identify it this time. So I wrote down earthiness on the finish. Can we keep that at the same score and now go to A? Man, I was like this close to it. Now I'm like, you know, a good like 10 inches away. I could already smell the banana. Banana note's getting stronger. Man, A is literally throwing a bunch of different candies into your mouth. I already wrote them all down before. You got Green Jolly Rancher, you got the banana runs, you got strawberry Laffy Taffy, you know, like a sour apple. I got chocolate on the finish before. I'm like looking at the notes. And that's exactly what it is. But it's like you just grab your hand at a bunch of candy, you just throw it in your mouth. The one thing that's kind of holding it back is it's like kind of watered down. It's thin, especially now going back to it. It was thin going to B. It does seem the thin is even coming off of E, but the flavors there, candy. Freaking, that's Halloween in a glass right there. That is crazy. So I do like it more than E. And the next one's B, which we already went from A to B, and B I liked it better. I like B better. Can't talk. Oh, water. Do I like B over A still? So yeah, I like B more than A. Those soda notes, so tasty. Okay, let me just go to D and see if it is the winner. I love it when it's easy like this. Now, letting you know, dark fruit, much more dark fruit actually. I kept looking to make sure I didn't write it down before because it was a decent amount, but still awesome. Nutty, that purple Jolly Rancher note, very good. But how I went this way and how I went back and forth, or I didn't really have to go A, B, and I just kind of went back in the order I thought they were going in. They stayed in the same order, so let's reveal the scores and do the giveaway. Now that I know the answers, I'm sure you get more hate about the stupid Sagamore 10. I'm over here trying to give it a fair, opportunity, and anyways, didn't do so well. One thing I want to say from the comments from Monday's video, there was a good amount of people asking about the Thomas Handy from 1025. Never tried it, so obviously I don't own a bottle to put in here. Old Forester President's Choice, another bottle I didn't try and I don't have a bottle of. So those two, they might be the best ryes. I didn't try them, so you know, I tried it. I try to buy every single thing I can. That's why I got this, the Corbin Cash. That's why I got the Walleye Runs, because a lot of people were hyping them up as, you know, top 5, top 10 ryes of the year. Are they good? Yes. They're very unique and they're outside the box. Not in my wheelhouse for me. So let's go over these. Well, let's do the giveaway first right away. So if you want to enter to win 2-ounce samples of all 5 of these, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and comment with 2 RYE25. 2 Rye 25. So let's go over the results And in last place, we have the Sagamore 10-year. The graininess just was too much for me. And I know a lot of you guys love it. That's perfectly fine. You know, we don't always have to have the same palates. It is good. You know, I was at Sagamore earlier this year, or in 2025, and love the people there, love what they're doing. You know, the Sagamore Archelato, I believe I'm saying it right, finish, the white cast finish, the white wine cast finish, was one of my top finish ryes, and that was Sagamore. Nothing against Sagamore. This one's just a little too grainy for me. Then we go to E. As in fourth place, this is the Corbin Cash 1917, and very unique, very different. Tell me if you've had this, please let me know what notes you're getting on this, because I would love to try to figure out what this is. This baffled me today for sure. Then third place, we have the Old Forester 117 series, and this actually performed better than I thought it was. So now obviously the two that should have won based off of my initial rankings did win, but I thought this would actually come in last place. I thought these two would do a little bit better than this, but man, all the candy notes on this today, it is still a little thin. That's definitely a problem with it. Pretty tasty and did do pretty good today. But again, the Michters 10 came in second with a 3.9. I don't know if I said the scores. I know I didn't do the scores the other day. C was a 3.5. The Corbin Cash was a 3.7. The Old Force is a 3.75. The Michters 10 is a 3.9. And the winner with a score 4 again. And the cheapest bottle on the table, Sazerac Rye 125. And I know in the comment section on Monday's video, we talked about this a lot. This has to be one of the best values in all of whiskey right now. You know, some of you guys are saying that you find this for like 35 bucks near you guys. You know, I got this bottle for 40 bucks online, so I have to pay shipping too. But I haven't seen it in Connecticut yet. If I do, I'll probably pick up another one, because this is so good. And for the price, like even if this was more expensive, I would still, I liked it more than other things. Every single bottle up here is more expensive than it by a lot. So the fact that it's doing so well and it's so affordable, why can't all whiskey be like that? I mean, why can't all whiskey just be phenomenal and not be freaking $200? It would help my life. I'm sure it would help a lot of you guys out there. I know this list is for 2025, and this came out technically November 2025, but this is a late addition to the year, last year, and I'm hoping in 2026 we see more of this, you know, under $50 bottles from distilleries that are very, very good. So we'll see how 2026 shapes up, but the Sazerac 125 just won 2 blinds in a row. Will it win Friday's blind against some heavy hitters? I highly doubt it, but I've been sleeping on it this far, so we'll see what happens. So don't do nothing stupid, and if you do, don't get caught. Bye.